Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Sudhanshu Joshi from Dun University, Dehradun. Today we are going to talk on the module Characteristics of Mass and Continuous Operating System under the paper Operation Management. After completing this module, you should be able to know the concept of production system. You will understand the difference in terms of different types of manufacturing systems and to know the concept of mass and continuous operating system. Let us understand the characteristic of mass and continuous operating system. A production system, as we are aware of, is the process of arrangement of operations of machine, tools, material, people, and information to produce a value-added physical, informational, or service product which whose success and cost is characterized by measurable parameters. Production system interact with both internal and external environment of the organization. Internal environment includes marketing, accounts, personnel, operations, and finance. External environment includes customers, labor, union, and suppliers. A production system is an approach to making products that is based upon several factors. This includes how much the product is needed, how quickly the product must be produced, and how unique the product must be to ensure sufficient sale. Following figures shows types of production system. The figure depicts the types of production system. A production system can be classified into two categories: continuous production system and intermittent production system. Under continuous production system, we have mass production and process production as two categories. Under intermittent production system, we have product projection, job shop, and batch shop as category. A production manager will have to choose most appropriate method for his enterprise. The final decision regarding any particular method of production is very much affected by the nature of the products and the quality of the production. So let us understand what continuous production holds. The term continuous production includes something that operates constantly without any interruption or irregularities or frequent halts. In continuous production system, goods are produced constantly as per the demand forecast. Goods are produced on a large scale of stocking and selling. In continuous production system, goods are not produced on customer's order. Here the inputs and outputs are standardized along with the production process and sequences. Continuous production is a flow production method used to manufacture, produce, or process material without interruption. Continuous production is also called as continuous process or continuous process flow because the material, either dry, bulk, or fluids that are being processed are continuous in motion without chemical reactions or subject to mechanical or heat treatment in the case of some chemical factory. Continuous usually means operating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week without infrequent maintenance shutdowns such as semi-annual or annual. Some chemical factories can operate for more than 1 or 2 years without a shutdown. Blast furnace can run 4 to 10 years without stopping. This is a great example of continuous production. Common processes in continuous production system. Some common processes in continuous production system are as under: oil refinery, chemicals, synthetic fibers, fertilizers, pulp and paper, blast furnace, metal smelting, power station, natural gas processing, sanitation, wastewater, continuous casting of steel, rotating kiln for calcining lime or cement. Following figures highlights the concept of continuous production system. Demand forecasting and production is at the large scale in synchronization with each other in the continuous production system, and the most frequent example of continuous production system is food industry and fuel industry. Example of continuous production system. Example of food industry. The production system of a food industry is purely based on demand forecast. Here, a large scale production of food takes place. It is also a continuous production system.
In the food industry, the production doesn't depend upon the demand of the customer. Example of fuel industry. The production and processing system of a fuel industry is also purely based on demand forecasting. Crude oil and other raw sources are processed continuously on a large scale to yield usable form of fuel and compensate global energy demand. Characteristic of continuous production system. In a continuous production system, the flow of production is continuous. It is not intermittent. The products produced in continuous production system are standardized products. In a continuous production system, the products are produced on predetermined quality standards. The products are produced in anticipation of the demand. Types of continuous production system. There are two types of continuous production system, mass production system and process production system. Mass production system. If we go with the history of mass production system, mass production was first introduced by Henry Ford. In 1910, Henry Ford laid the foundation of first highly organized assembly line system of automobile manufacturing. He organized all the elements of a manufacturing system, people, machine, tooling and products, and arranged them in a continuous system called conveyor belt system. Ford Motor Company also assembled aircraft using mass production techniques. This mass production success was known as A-bomber NR production during World War II when Henry Ford, upon request from US government, produced bomber aircrafts for USA. Definition of mass production system. Manufacture of discrete parts of or assemblies using a continuous process are called mass production. It involves a very large volume of production. In mass production system, the machines are arranged in a line or product layout. In this system, the product or the processes are standardized in nature. All outputs follows the same path in the mass production system. Scope of mass production system. In mass production system, generally, items are produced in large quantities. The flow of material is uniform. In this system of manufacturing, only one type of product is produced at one time. It utilizes different combination of parts to manufacture different kind of products. Application of mass production system. Mass production refers to the manufacturing processes in which large quantities of standardized products are manufactured by using assembly line technology. It refers to the process of creating large number of similar products effectively.
Characteristics of mass production system. One of the main characteristics of mass production system is that the product produced in the system is standardized. The operator is also to do different kind of tasks in the mass production system of manufacturing. The mass production system of manufacturing requires less time to produce a product because the worker spend little time to develop the material or tools. In mass production system, the probabilities of human error and variation is also reduced as tasks are predominantly carried out by the machinery. There are several advantages of mass production system, including mass production system has high rate of production with reduced cycle time. It doesn't require high skilled operators. Semi-skilled operators are sufficient for mass production system. Manufacturing cost per unit is very low in mass production system. Beside two advantages, the mass production system also carries some disadvantages. The mass production system process following disadvantages. In mass production system, manufacturing line is linked with each other. Breakdown of one machine will stop the entire production line. Mass production system of manufacturing requires high investment in production facility. This is one of the disadvantages. Line layout needs major changes with the changes in the production design.
Process production system. Definition. Process production is the production of goods that are typically produced in a bulk quantity. Process manufacturing industries includes chemicals, food and beverages, gasoline, paint and pharmaceuticals. The relevant factors in process manufacturing are ingredients and bulk materials that are produced rather than individual units. Scope. Scope of process production system. Since process production system or process manufacturing is a kind of manufacturing that involves the combination of supplies or ingredients according to the formula rather than assembling of discrete parts through mechanical processes. The products of process manufacturing may include such substances as plastic, food, beverages and pharmaceuticals. Characteristic of process production system. They are highly mechanized system for handling material. Second, low skilled laborers and skilled technicians are required. Third, very less work in progress since material flow is continuous. Fourth, production planning scheduling can be predetermined and decided. Fifth, full production system is designed to produce only one item. Intermittent production system. Definition. Intermittent means something that starts and stops at irregular intervals. In the intermittent manufacturing system, goods are produced based on the customer's order. In this system, goods are produced on a small scale. The flow of production is irregular. In other words, the flow of production is not continuous. A variety of products are produced in intermittent manufacturing systems. These products are of different sizes. The design of these products goes on changing. The intermittent product systems is very flexible. Examples of intermittent production system. We can take example of ornament producer or a tailor who stretches clothes to understand the concept of intermittent production system. Example of ornament. The work of goldsmith is purely based on the frequency of his customer's choice. Goldsmith makes goods or ornaments on a small scale basis as per his customer's requirement. Here, ornaments are not manufactured on the continuous basis. Example of a tailor. The work of a tailor is also based on the number of orders he gets from his customer. The tailor stretches clothes independently for every customer as per their measures and size. Stretched clothes are made on a level scale and are proportionally to the number of orders received from the customers. Here, stretching is not done on continuous basis. Characteristics of intermittent production system. First, the flow of production is not continuous, it is intermittent. Second, wide variety of products are produced. Third, the volume of production is small. Fourth, intermittent production system utilize general purpose machines. These machines can be used to produce different types of products. Fifth, the sequence of operation goes on changing as per the design of the product. Classification of intermittent production system. Intermittent production system are classified into three categories. First, project production system, job production system, batch production system.
Project production system. A project process lies at the high customization, low volume, and of the process choice content. Example of project process are building a shopping center, planning a major event, constructing a new hospital, doing management consulting work, or developing a new technology or a project. The project process is based on flexible flow strategy. Workflows are redefined with each new project. Now let us understand what job production is. Under this method, particularly, spatial or non-standardized products are produced in accordance with the order received from the customer. As each product is non-standard, it varies in size and in nature also. It requires separate jobs for production. The machine and the equipments are adjusted in such a manner so that as to suit the requirement of a particular job. Job production involves intermittent processes as the work is carried as and when the order is received. It consists of bringing together of materials, parts and components in order to assemble and commission a single piece of equipment or product. A job shop comprises of general purpose machineries arranged into different departments. Each job demands unique technological requirements, demand processing on machine in a certain sequence. Job shop production system requires versatile and skilled labor forces which can be utilized for multitasking by the organization. It involves high capital investments and high unit cost of production. In job shop production system, the control operations are relatively simple. Job shop processes is a kind of production process in which small bench of variety of customized products are made. Job shops are typical small production systems that handle job production. Now, job production means custom or semi-custom manufacturing processes such as small or semi-small or medium-sized customers order. Shipbuilders, dam constructors, bridge building, book printing are some of the examples of job production. Third method of plant layout, that's it. Stationary material layout is suitable for job production.
Characteristic of job production. It has following characteristics. First, large number of general purpose machines are required. Second, large number of workers conversant with different jobs will have to be employed. There can be some variation in production. Fourth, some flexibility in financing is required because of variation in the workload. Fifth, a large inventory of material, parts, and tools will be required. Fifth, the machines and equipment sitting with have to be adjusted and readjusted to manufacturing requirement. 6. Movement of material through process is intermittent.
Project production system. A project process lies at the high customization, low volume, and of the process choice content. Example of project process are building a shopping center, planning a major event, constructing a new hospital, doing management consulting work, or developing a new technology or a project. The project process is based on flexible flow strategy. Workflows are redefined with each new project. Now let us understand what job production is. Under this method, particularly, spatial or non-standardized products are produced in accordance with the order received from the customer. As each product is non-standard, it varies in size and in nature also. It requires separate jobs for production. The machine and the equipments are adjusted in such a manner so that as to suit the requirement of a particular job. Job production involves intermittent processes as the work is carried as and when the order is received. It consists of bringing together of materials, parts and components in order to assemble and commission a single piece of equipment or product. A job shop comprises of general purpose machineries arranged into different departments. Each job demands unique technological requirements, demand processing on machine in a certain sequence. Job shop production system requires versatile and skilled labor forces which can be utilized for multitasking by the organization. It involves high capital investments and high unit cost of production. In job shop production system, the control operations are relatively simple. Job shop processes is a kind of production process in which small bench of variety of customized products are made. Job shops are typical small production systems that handle job production. Now, job production means custom or semi-custom manufacturing processes such as small or semi-small or medium-sized customers order. Shipbuilders, dam constructors, bridge building, book printing are some of the example of job production. Third method of plant layout, that's it. Stationary material layout is suitable for job production.
Batch production system. Batch production pertaining to repetitive production. It refers to the production of goods and the quality of which is known in advance. It is that form of production where identical products are produced in batches on basis of demands of customers or of expected demands of products. The method is generally similar to the job production except the quality of production. Instead of making one single product, or in case of job production, a batch or group of products are manufactured at one time. It should be remembered here that one batch of product may not resemble with the next batch. Under the batch system of production, the work is divided into operations and one operation is done at a time. After completing the work on one operation, it is passed on the second operation and on till the product is complete. Example of batch production system. Batch production can be explained with the help of an illustration. An enterprise wants to manufacture 20 electric motors. The work will be divided into different operations. The first operation on all the motors will be completed in the first batch, then it will pass on to the next operation. The second group of operation will complete the second operation before the next, and so on. Under job production, the same operator will manufacture a full machine and not one operation only. Batch production can fetch the benefits of repetitive production to a large extent if the batch is of sufficient quantity. Thus, batch production may be defined as manufacturing of a product in a small or large batch or lots by series of operations, each operation being carried on the whole batch before any subsequent operation is operated. This method is generally adopted in case of biscuit and confectionery and motor manufacturing, medicines, tin food, and hardwares like nuts and bolt types, etc. Characteristic of batch production system. The work is of repetitive nature. It is functional layout of various manufacturing processes. One operation is carried out on whole batch and then it is passed on the next operation and so on. Same type of machines is arranged at one place. It is generally chosen where trade is seasonal or there is a need of produce great variety of goods. Advantages of batch production system. First, better utilization of plant machinery is possible under batch production system. Second, it promotes functional specializations. Third, in batch production system, the per unit cost is lower as compared to the job production system. Next, investment in plant and machinery is lower, therefore it is cost beneficiary method of manufacturing. Disadvantages of batch production system. In batch production system, the material handling process is complex because of irregular and longer flows. In this system, the production planning and control is complex. Work in process inventory is higher compared to the continuous production. Setup cost is higher due to frequent changes in the setup. Mass customization. The concept of mass customization is based on the notion of economy of scope, where advances in manufacturing and information technology, as well as new management methods, that is, just in time and lean production, enables firms to provide a variety of product and customization through flexibility and quick responsiveness in many industries. Customization enables firm to produce a variety of products so that everyone finds exactly what he or she wants to at the reasonable price. The main objective of mass customization is that to provide such kind of products that best meet customers' need. Mass customization is very vital for companies to survive in an increasingly diversified and competitive market. The specialty of mass customization is that it provides custom-made products with a low cost. Through mass customization, firms are able to diversify their product range. Customization helps companies to improve the customer's value that will provide a competitive advantage in the industry. Mass customization refers to the process by which customers made products are made with a low cost. Difference between mass production and mass customization. If we go with the table illustrates the difference between mass production and mass customization on the basis of few criterias. Let us take definition of mass production. Mass production can be defined as the production of large quantities of standardized product quickly, whereas mass customization refers to the process by which customers made products are made with a low cost. If you see from the perspective of customers' need, mass production customers' need is homogeneous in nature. For example, in Asian countries, rice is the staple food during lunchtime. So it is similar with large number of customers. Whereas if you see mass customization from the perspective of customer need, in mass customization the needs of the customers are heterogeneous or diverse in nature. For example, different customers have different requirement of a mobile phone. Other differential are suitability and mass customer involvement. Let us take suitability first. For mass production is suitable for customers who have homogeneous kind of requirements. The market should be for the standardized products. Whereas mass customization is suitable for the customer who have diversified kind of needs. Let us take customer involvement now. For mass production, customers are passively involved into the value chain. Whereas for the mass customization, customers are actively involved in the value chain.
So, students, let's now summarize what we have learned in this module. We've learned batch shop production system and continuous manufacturing system. We also learned the relevance of continuous production system, how goods are kept manufactured using the continuous production system. We also touched upon intermittent manufacturing system and the property of intermittent manufacturing systems. We focused upon job shop production system in this module, how the quality can be maintained while we are doing job shop production. We understood the basic definition of manufacturing system, the scope of it, how the resource optimization takes place in a manufacturing system. Also, we discussed about mass customization and process production system. Thank you.